On 4 October 1952, a Tabor unit is sent to reinforce Nghia Lo. On the evening of 7 October, columns slip across the Red Rear into the northwest. Under lamplight, Lam traces ridgelines that never appear on French maps. Étienne's printed grid looks confident.
In Thai and Muang villages, doors open quietly. Water, rice, a place to rest.
On 13 October, messages are simplified into a few words: silence, speed, certainty.
On 14 October, the Northwest campaign and sharp, sudden.
Small posts along the river edge begin pulling back toward Nghia Lo under pressure.
On 15 October, a probing French detachment is struck at Nap Mui. Étienne hears the report and feels the perimeter shrink.
On 16 October, paratroopers drop into Thule. Étienne feels relief, then worry, because
Nghia Lo becomes a knot.
Hill above town, defenses tightened, radios crackling. Liên turns a doorway into a quiet clinic. Lam runs messages like veins carrying urgency.
At 9 a.m. on 17 October, fog becomes cover. Lam watches units take the hills opposite Puchang.
Mortars and heavy rounds strike the French artillery area. Liên flinches once, then steadies her hand. After hours of pressure, the hill position breaks. Lam doesn't cheer, he breathes.
Late 17 October into 18 October, the town position is attacked. Streets that once held market laughter.
By 9 a.m. on 18 October, Nghia Lo's key defenses have fallen.
Around Cửa Nhì and nearby positions, the ring loosens further. Liên treats blistered feet, proof to...
On a secondary axis, pressure hits the Phu Yin subsector. Lam hears of posts collapsing like dominoes.
The French begin to pull back toward Thule and beyond. Lam learns pursuit is not running. It's closing doors they want to keep open.
Thule is a crossroads. One road to Nghia Lo, Su Tu Son La, one northwestward.
On 21 October, after a night of pressure, the Thule garrison begins to withdraw west.
At 3 a.m. on 22 October, the withdrawing battalion reaches Muang Chen, exhausted.
By morn, the column reaches Ban Yitong and links up with support from Nasan direction.
on 23 October, Wave 1 closes. Lam reaches a new headquarters near Tak and watches the map expand west.
In newly secured valleys, markets reopen in cautious steps. Lam sees rice traded with.
As October ends, French command concentrates on Nasang, a hedgehog in a valley with an airstrip. On 28 October, French forces launch Operation Lorraine to pull attention away from the northwest. Early November, planes bring wire, tools, and manpower to Nasan. Étienne watches the valley fill with ants. Cold arrives, biting fingers and slowing every buckle. Liên warms tea in a tin cup and Lam hears French voices on a captured set. Not monsters, just people scared in another language.
On the eve of the next wave, Lam stands above the Da River and listens to the water. Liên checks her lap.
On 17 November, columns cross the Da River and strike forward positions.
Positions fall in quick sequence. Ban Hoa, then Ba Lai. Liên treats trembling hands that never fired a shot, only...
Night turns toward Mok Cho. Étienne hears the name and tightens his grip on the map case.
By dawn, Mok Cho is lost to the French. Lam looks across wide sky and feels the northwest widen.
Routes open toward Thuận Châu. Lam follows trails like seams in the earth. Liên keeps pace because the wounded don't wait for ideal paths.
Tuan Zhao appears like a thought, then a place. Lam marks it in his notebook. Étienne hears it as a threat.
French forces pull back from Sun-La toward Nassan, trading ground for a stronger knot.
Wave 2 closes with the sense of an open doorway. Lum watches carriers move with new confidence. Late November, Nassan becomes a fortress. Strong points, trenches.
On 30 November, Dien Bien Phu is taken. Lum looks into a broad basin and feels...
Night 30 November turns into the first major assault on Nassan. Lien's lantern becomes a tiny island in darkness.
Before dawn on 1 December, the fight surges toward Puhong Ri.
As daylight arrives, artillery and aircraft support a counterstroke. Lum learns daylight can be deadly. The second night is harder. The fortress holds.
On 2 December, more reinforcements are dropped by air.
Early December brings a hard decision. Disengage from the thorn and preserve strength.
Alive means tomorrow.
On 10 December 1952, the campaign is declared complete. Lum's notebook is full.
A teacher sweeps a wooden floor and opens a book. Children sit close, listening.
Étienne seals his letter with one honest line. The people here were never empty spaces on a map. The mountains opened,